What's up, everybody? Yash Karaj here. You guys been paying attention to this new phenomenon about men surprising their wives with their own song? And sometimes the wives surprise their husband? Well, don't stop there. You can do it for your brother, your sister, your siblings. You could do it for your aunt, your auntie, granny, or grandpa. What's the thing? It's called Make Your Song. And basically, this is what Yash Karaj does. I don't want to join an organization, something I've been doing for over 30 years. So basically, Yash Karaj will do a spoken word. Now you tell me what inspires you about your husband. Vice versa, tell me what your wife inspires you and how she inspires you. Your son, your daughter, whoever you want this to be about. You give this to me. You tell me all the great things about the person who you want to make a song about. I will then put it in a spoken word and make your own song for you and surprise them, and it'll last a lifetime. If you want to know more about this, how the pricing go, just go to KarajFilmsMerch.com. It's on the front page. But think about it, your own song by Yash Karaj spoken word with a nice rhythm and blues or whatever you like. Talk to you soon.
Cause you know we're trying to do it.
Colorado Springs, East St. Louis, St. Louis, live, uninhibited, raw, Viper. If you didn't know, now you know.
Karaj Films, Yash Karaj, live. You didn't know? You didn't know? Karaj Films, innovative. Give it to you the way you live. Raw. Only for the grown folks. But the kids are welcome.
Check that mic, make sure it sound right, boys.
Yash Karaj.
What's up, fam? We're talking about digital funds today. Okay. And this is where we're at right now. It's not about where it's going. It's about where we're at, okay? It's going to be about content. It's also going to be about something that you are affiliated with. Because you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be an affiliate. There's products out there that's selling pretty good that you can tag yourself in and make a comfortable living. It is what it is. Hold tight. Yes, sir. Hold on a second. I like to talk about things that most folks don't want to tackle. Real talk. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Real talk, man. Because everything is digital. Some people understand it, some people don't understand it. And the quicker that most folks get to this, they'll understand that everything is digital. So that's what I want to tap into today. It's the reason why Google fired all their employees. I'm going to explain that in a minute, right? Let's tackle it down, and get to the real show. All right. I'm Yash Karai. Let's make it do what it do. Welcome to this edition of Yasha Allah Radio. I'm the host, narrator, Yash Karai. We're talking about digital funds. You see the thumbnail there, say private and public, because everything is private and public. When you go to fill out a bank account, that's public. But the private side is the Department of Trust that you don't know that every credit union and bank is connected to. They already have a connection to how to get to your QV Trust from the moment you sign up for a bank account. Did you know that? They don't have to expose that to you. That's the private side. So that's why I like to talk about a lot of things that most people don't want to touch on. I like to talk about things because we in this time now that we're supposed to know all of this. No one's going to walk you down the aisle and hold you and give you Cheerios and baby, this what not to do. You got to pick this shit up quick. And if your kids go into business and understanding this world, they got to pick it up quick. Okay. When a person says they have nothing to hide, that's a fool. Because the government hides everything. Corporations hide everything from you. So for you to be all open and saying, I have nothing to hide, you're a complete fool. You should have everything to hide. That's your private side. No one should know everything about you. That's why the internet has ruined a lot of families, because you put your children online. You show their date of birth. You show where you live. You have breakdowns and, meltdowns, and you show people your vulnerability. People are not going to use that to build you up. They're going to build you down. They're going to kick you down. You're giving too much information to yourself. That's why the Most High told us early on, 2,000 years ago, be circumspect. You have to be circumspect in everything you do, man. Why would you tell everybody everything about you? I mean, there's some things could be public. That's fine. But when it comes to financial, it's totally absurd. And that's why I like to do these shows, to make you think. If you headed down that road and you see yourself doing this, just pause and pull back. That brings me to this situation. There's a lot of people on TikTok between the ages of 17 to 30. And that's literally the age where they're booming. There's a thing called blessings and there's a thing called favor. And when these people start making a lot of money, they think it's the Most High giving them this cash flow. Yah does not give you that. It takes a lifetime before Yahweh put anything in your hand of that nature, because he wants to make sure that you're going to do the right thing with wealth. Because wealth is just not for you. It's just not about your family. Wealth is about a community. But he knows you have to pick the right people to put in your community. That's why the Most High wouldn't give you that type of money right off the top. So I'm saying that to say this. There's a lot of people on TikTok selling products, and they're making a whole lot of money. And there was one particular lady, and I don't drop names. I don't, not unless they attack me, then I have to. I don't like doing it. But I think it's tacky unless they decide to throw stones, right? But anyway, make a long story short, this girl hit $1 million. Now, in 30 days, okay, I'm going to explain this real quickly. She is thinking that the Lord has blessed her tremendously. Tears of joy. And that's not the Most High. And I don't want people to think, oh, Yash hating. No, Lord knows. No. I've been in business for 11 years. Okay. And I'm telling you, the Most High is not going to top you off like that until he knows you're going to do the right thing as a person of a vessel to lead and to educate. It's not about blinging and showing 5-star restaurants. That shit is vainglory, man. And this is a trend that's happening. So when you start to get that kind of money in a short period of time, Satan got his hands all over it. And I'm going to say this, watch this. And this is what I know Yah does not have nothing to do with that. There's several content creators are hitting that $1 million marker less than 3 months. coming out the gate. How is that? And you probably said they worked hard. Hell to the no. The Most High don't give you knowledge until you hit late 30s and start as a vessel if he's going to use you as a teacher. From your time from teenager to 35, you're learning, man. And there's a lot of damn things you're going to do that's stupid and that you're going to have to erase and brush yourself off and change tremendously. You're not going to get this shit at 25. You're not going to get this shit at 35. I'm telling you, you got to make a shitload of mistakes in order to learn to teach. How can you teach if you never went through the trenches of bullshit? How can you talk about fake families if you didn't live amongst them? How can you talk about wicked ass women if you didn't date them? How could you know interracial dating is habit and it's not healthy until you educate yourself amongst those who are doing it and you was a part of it and they have no type of connection with your race or your ability of culture. You can't just speak on somebody else's behalf. Let's get back to the subject. Girl hit $1 million. She posted it, TikTok. She showed the funding. Guys, I am telling you, this has nothing to do with the Most High. I'm going to tell you what they do the most stupidest shit. Here's the catch, man. There are people who make a living, okay, at watching success people climb the ladder. Their job is to take it from you. And I know, and watch this. I know what a lot of you are saying. There are crooks everywhere. These ain't your thugs, nigga. This ain't no Crips, Bloods, Pyru. Ain't nothing like that. Ain't no rolling 60s. This ain't got shit to do with gangs. This got a lot to do with IRS, government affiliations. They watching your success to take it. And you're giving them the ammunition to take it. So this particular person, she's not the only one. Like I said, I'm not dropping names. I'm just putting it out there. This the one that caught my eye. Okay. This female is very young. She don't understand anything about protecting her assets. She's been brainwashed to believe, put it in Apple. Right? This is what you've been told. So you follow trends. Put it in Bitcoin. Huge mistake. I know y'all waiting on me to say she lost it. No, she ain't lost shit. I'm trying to tell you how they watch you. They know she don't know nothing about secure party creditor. They know she don't know nothing about public record, county clerk office. She don't know how to protect her assets. She's just banking. And then she's showing what she make. Guys, that's the worst thing you can do. There's people who have a job working 8 to 12-hour shifts in the computer world. And they watch people who are making it on TikTok. And they come after you for no particular reason. And I'm going to tell you why it's so easy to embezzle you. You put your real name. You put your address. And then you leave a 4-digit social. You leave a bank account number. And this the killer part. They do everything with a Sharpie and they screenshot it. Do you know that you can, just the smallest technology, take anything that was written out with a Sharpie and enhance it with a PDF and see everything you just blocked out? Unless you're using digital coating, a digital blocker, you got to be techie. Every time they try to blow it up, it gets more blurry. Then you have covered the information you don't want the people to see. These people are using Sharpies, right? Or they're using a screenshot circle or whatever that shit. Well, the quickest way to embezzle someone's money when they give you free information. I'm telling y'all know I'm telling the truth. How many people go on YouTube and show what they make? Why? Why do you feel a need to show everybody what you made? Why? When was the last time you saw the CEO of Apple show you his bank account? We know that damn man's a billionaire, but when the last time he showed you? When the last time Warren Buffett showed you his bank account? You never seen it, have you? Nor should you. These people are so uneducated in the digital world. They want to show the excitement of how they made it. You have not made it. You're being set up to be brought down. You probably say, well, how could they be brought down? They made $1 million, Josh, because once it's taken or taxed like bananas, and they know you don't have a secure priority creditor to protect your personal assets, they can take it for no apparent reason. And so you're probably saying, well, that's just going to make them get right. No, that's going to make them sell their fucking soul. I hope you see where I'm going with this, okay? I hope you see. Anytime that you can make $1 million damn dollars less than 30 days selling a product, you better be very damn worried. As fast as it came, it can be lost just as fast. I never want to come out the gate burning draws like that. Like come out the gate burning, like whoop, because you ain't going to last when the fall down comes. I tell people all the time, when COVID came, there was a lot of people making $50,000, $60,000 a month. They went bone dry. Them niggas went crazy. And today they never recouped. Where are they? I'm just being honest, man. I'm not throwing stones. There's people on YouTube they're making buku money. They're so burnt out. They just stop. They stop doing YouTube. They say, can't do it no more. Why? You probably said, why would they stop making $60,000, $70,000 a month? Some of them niggas were making $60,000 a week. Why would they want to stop that type of cash flow? Because nigga, after you start making so much money, evil comes with it unless you cover it with Yah. See, I told you guys, you cannot make that kind of money unless Satan has got his hands on it. The Most High ain't going to give you that kind of money unless he knows what you got to do with it, because it's not just yours. It's community, but you have to pick the right community. Handpick them. So while you showing everybody your success and you showing them your last name, you showing them your address, man, this is the silliest shit in the world. You got license plates on your car that's registered to where you live. That's the stupidest shit ever. I've been saying this for years. If you have a car, change your address immediately to either a P.O. box or a private mailbox, because people can take a picture of your license plates and for $30 to $40 go online and find out where you live. It's just that simple, because there's no regulation or law that a person can look up your license plate and find out where you live. There's no law against that. How you think people, when niggas be beefing and they send back to them out, pull up, they just get their license plates. Every dude that's ever been on social media talk about pull up, they have all their information online. That's how they find them. You be like, how do these niggas where I am? Well, your car, your license plate is registered to your house. That's how they found you. Now, if you had a private mailbox, they'd just be driving in circles. And then some people say they won't let you do it. Who won't let you do it? Nigga, you can go online and change your DMV for a private mailbox, because they know these types of things are private. You probably say, well, DMV won't do it. Yes, they will, because it's the private. Every man is citizen of this country. Citizen or non-citizen have a right to be in the private. Your vehicle is supposed to be in the private, not the public. That's why they will allow you to put a private mailbox to your license plates. You can also put the address on your licenses or your ID, wherever you want to do, because that's a private part of you. So why you won't let your vehicle be in the public so everybody can find you? That's what I'm saying, uneducated, because these people are making money and they're thinking the money is going to cover them. But you got people out here that's watching you that have to take you down. So if they take your funds and you've been living this lavish lifestyle for the past 6 months, and all of a sudden you broke, here come a dude out the blue saying, hey man, we can get your funds back, but we just want you to come down and have a meeting and see how this happened. You come down and cheers and all that shit. They're like, they care. They say, what we want to do is connect you with a team. Is you okay with that? You're going to say, hell yeah, I'm cool with that. All right. You lost $700,000. Damn, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt. Well, how would you like to have 2 million back plus the 700,000? But we got to know that you're going to be part of the team and you won't sell us out. See, that's bullshit, right? But that's what they put in. She 22, 23. She don't know. She ain't live. Okay. You're joining an organization getting ready to take you to some Satan passages. That means you're getting ready to sell your fucking soul. And they're doing it so smooth now. And you're going to do it. And you know how they make you do it? They always put a celebrity in your face. That's how they got Yaki. I tell you, they're masters at it. So a lot of times when you get that money and it comes too quick, you're thinking it's a blessing, which it is, because the Most High gives favors. So Satan is reeling you in, and then he slowly take it. And in order for you to get it back, you had to join them. Guys, that's why so many content creators selling their soul. They're having all that cash flow, and all of a sudden it gets depleted. They're going, what happened? Come to a meeting. I got to go to this meeting, man, because I got to find out with my money. Boom. Satan have to get you in a certain lavish lifestyle. Once he gets you in his lifestyle, then he take it from you. And the only way you won't get it back, you got to have a handler and you got to sell your soul. 90% of content creators have sold their soul. Facts. Keep playing. And you probably saying, what about entrepreneurs? They're going after them too. You should be very worried if you're making money coming out the gate at $1 million. You should really think, is your shit that good? You're probably saying people buying it, nigga. I just hate to bust people's bubbles, man. Do you know that half of this shit on TikTok is regulated? They have a community that they can make anything go viral at any time. They handpick the people they want to work for Satan. A lot of times, your shit ain't being bought by nobody. Watch this. I'm going to give you this one. I hope y'all listening. They got warehouses. And these warehouses have different addresses. You probably say they can't do that. They can do any goddamn thing they want. They run the show. You got 25,000 people bought your product in a week. Most of them came from one particular state. Some came from this state, whatever. A lot of times they come from one particular state. That state has acres and a huge ass warehouse with different types of, like private mailboxes. So you're probably saying, so what the fuck is you saying, Yash? The elite bought that shit. The people that control all the money. The people that want you to work for Satan bought that shit because they know they want you on their team. Now, I know this is mind-blowing. The whole fucking world is a stage, man. That's why I can't be like the regular niggas. I can't sit here and feed y'all bullshit. I'm just telling you, yes, you can make a great living. You should be able to pay your bills. But if you coming out the gate with $1 million, nigga, you better think. You better think. If you didn't see when people try to take control of their funding, what did Google do? Okay. What did Google do to these people that tried to take control of their funding? They terminated. See, a lot of y'all saying, look, that wasn't content creator. Those are the employees that handle the content creators' funding and make sure videos are not being copywritten. Why did they fire a vast amount, or should we say lay them off, of employees? And people were saying that the economy is bad. No, I can tell you for surely factual. And if you can't accept what I just said, please do your own research. I encourage you to study to show thyself approved. Okay. This is what I do 7 days a week, guys. Okay. I'm like a walking damn computer. And I'm telling you straight, I'm more connected to the digital world than anything. I've been talking about this shit for years and now it's here. But watch this. These people would, as a congressional hearing to force a legislate to Google for a union. Google owns Google. And they didn't want that shit. So while they was having a hearing, Google had people in the community sending out emails. Hey, what is this? Those people will remain at Google. But the one that's signing these so-called affidavits and trying to get these signatures, Google laid all of them off in a matter of 20 minutes. That's how powerful the digital world is. Now they got to go. And then you have people say, how am I going to pay my rent? Well, nigga, stop signing petitions. And I'm telling y'all straight, I'm not cheering Google, but Google, if they don't want a goddamn union, then they don't have to have it. I hate to say this, but I just have to say it out loud. Whenever some shit like this going down, it's usually some white people and signing up to this shit. It was some white folks decided to make a petition because Google is not being fair. Y'all getting paid well, but y'all wanted Google force a union on a $1 billion company because you're in your feelings and you decided you want more of what Google is making. That's bullshit. Anybody in this chat room, if you own a successful business, I don't care if it was, let's say you made $1 million a year, mom and pop shop, and you had about 30 employees, and they decide to try to force you into union, you'll fire their ass too. That's why it's important when you start hiring employees, because it's in Google's policy that they don't have to accept non-union, and that's termination. You put that shit in a handbook because if you don't protect yourself when you start hiring employees, they will ruin you. Some people make the worst mistakes by hiring family members, and they'll be the first people to take you to court. You have to, even if it's your family, you got to have a handbook. They have to sign on to it. And the first thing you want to put on there, we are non-union, and if anyone try to contest to us being union, you're terminated. And Google have the right to do that. So this is the point I'm saying. Why do white men and women always try to make corporations bend towards their needs? That's not the real world. See, that's what y'all used to doing. The new digital world says we don't have to even give you an excuse. We can just get rid of your ass. I said that's why they sad. And then time, they didn't think Google was going to bite. And when they did, what they say? How we going to pay our rent? This ain't right. Why it's not right? You don't own shit. But you're going to force a goddamn company to give you more because you think you work hard. Nigga, go out there and be an entrepreneur. Because I feel the same way. Ain't no damn way somebody going to force me to be in a union. Unions are not good. They're all mob related. And then they force you into bullshit to paying fees that's not necessary. Unions was popular in the early 1900s. The world has changed so much. The last thing you want to be a part of is a goddamn union. It's the worst thing ever. I don't care what people say. I think unions are not meant for everything. However, I think unions work great for construction workers because I'm still an operating engineer. I think in that category, having laborers and operating engineers, I think that's beautiful for construction. And maybe some teachers, I guess, because they don't never get paid good. I think for teachers and I think for educational, maybe. And I think for construction, I think it's beautiful. But I think for everyday things and entrepreneuring no, it'll screw up everything. And they didn't see it coming. So they did not see that coming. So that's why I want to do the show to let y'all know. A lot of times when you see people blowing up on TikTok, that shit is regulated, man. I'll give you let me drop another jewel on you. Beware of going back and forth in comments. Okay. It's okay, to drop a comment. I do it a lot. I get so many feeds come through me on Instagram. I'll drop a few lines. I'm not trying to correct the person who created it. It came through my feed. So here's my opinion, right? I want to let y'all know that AI is jumping in comments. They're not even real people. And if you never heard this, you need to hear it. I'll be the first to tell you, and please do your research. You're probably saying, oh, Yash, please explain this. Okay. A lot of times when you get negative comments in TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, I don't think too many people fuck with Facebook that much. But these are the three contenders. Did you know that half of negativity of comments is bots? They AI. You're probably saying, what's the point, Yash? The negativity makes everything go viral. Okay? The negativity, I'm going to say it one more again. Negativity makes videos go viral. You understand? So a lot of times when you see people come in and make comments, don't give it energy. A lot of times I just block it and keep it moving because I understand the protocol. Sometimes it's real rude, and I know AI. I can tell it when it's a bot from AI, from a real human. Now, a lot of times you can click on their icon, and sometimes real humans could make live videos, but most of the times it's not a real human. A lot of negative comments come from AI. Google has an AI system, YouTube as well as Instagram. Okay. And they have people in these rooms that make I don't care what video you make, it's randomly selected and it instantly hit. I don't care if it's talking about breast cancer. I don't care if it's talking about hunger, homeless. The negativity got to hit, and it's done. This is done every 15 to 30 minutes. This is how powerful this shit is. You see all of these. It could be just talking about eating pie. Somebody coming out, this stupid son of a bitch, just something like that nature. What do everybody do? Attack that guy who called this content creator who's making chocolate pies a stupid son of a bitch. That drives up revenue for ads, and it also make everything go viral so that you'll be a member of TikTok. It's money, guys. It's just money. That's why when you see a lot of negativity, you're feeding into the bullshit. It's a stage. It's not real. It's not real. You know when it's real because some people leave a footprint, and it's easy to find them. And they don't even know what I mean when I say footprint. They'll find that out later. But a lot of when you find out real people, you say, oh, okay. It's the way. And then you got to understand some people, how they write. AI writes perfect. They capitalize, they margin, they parentheses. Pay attention to all that because the average person do not do that. Average person that's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube always misspell because Google, Instagram, TikTok likes to spell for you. So you're going to always have misspelled words. That's a human. Bots don't make mistakes. It's accurate. That's how you know it's a bot, man. But it takes time to figure that shit out. You just can't look at it. You have to understand how they roll. And it's controlled because negativity makes everything go viral. Okay. That's when I know it's AI. Nobody's going to come to a comment and write it perfectly. Parentheses and quotations and all that bullshit. Niggas just write. Well, fuck. How spell. And then slang. Humans like to slang shit. Cut it down, abbreviation. AI don't do that. Now they probably listening to me. They'll go in. Literally, they'll do this. They'll go in and reprogram AI to make it make mistakes because they're listening to everything. So now, cat out the bag. Right. But they can't do that shit overnight. It takes time because the way they have it set up is to leave negative. And you probably say how they determine when anything that's positive, they're going to leave negative. And it's vice versa. Let's say it's a dude that's a Ku Klux Klan. Right. And he's really negative. Right. Well, they'll have an AI bot go there and praise him with positivity. that's going to piss you off and that's going to go viral. See, I'm talking about you. It has to have your attention to feed. That's why the internet can be dangerous, because a lot of times people are not saying these things to you. It's bots. But if you got receipts, it's different. So don't jump on that bandwagon. I never said that, Yash. We have receipts, nigga. It was you, right? But for the most part, a lot of this shit is bot, man. That's why you have to know when and where and how to address things. If you notice, I've been knowing about this a long time. There's a reason I took a back seat. I just don't get into that no more. That's not how I roll. I'm not going to be going back and forth, and I know it's a computer, But it takes time to learn these things, and being a techie, I can find this shit out. I'll be like, I knew it. It's a bot. So don't get wrapped up and don't chase folks. Just let them live, because you being a human, giving all your energy to AI, you lose so much of yourself. So just let them live, man. Okay. When they tell you how to get all these views, that's all controlled too. Instagram can make anybody go viral. TikTok, all that shit. Don't feed into that. Don't pay a lot of money trying to get 1 million subscribers. Why? Because most of the time, your shit is not going worldwide. No way. You would think a person that has 1 million subscribers is worldwide, and they're not. They're just in a demographical area because the bot system is giving them hits. That's how it works. The average person in China don't even see what we see. China has a different TikTok, and TikTok is made by China. China give their community rewards, give them money, give them education, even give them housing if they do good things with TikTok. What do America do? They twerk their ass and get a flower. The system is set up, man, to destroy your mind. But you have to understand that everything essentially will be digital. There will be no more getting checks. Your shit gonna be digital. They're gonna stock the paper check shit, man. That's just, if you're a person that into that world and I ain't changing, you're gonna be lost in the sauce. You have to get into this digital world. Even when the countries start to fall, there will be no more thing called money. I'm giving you a jewel. Accept it. Study to show thyself approved. We will no longer have money to equate our lives. If you go back in the time of Most High, we lived off the land. That's all you really need. You live off the land. You don't even have to eat meat, really, but you eat meat during high holy days. Okay. But all you need is fruits and vegetables. You can live all your life. Why would I pay for electricity when electricity is free? If I ground myself, I can get electricity. Electricity comes from the earth, period. Why are they making you pay for it? Water is from a well. Why are they making you pay for it? So I'm trying to tell you, when this thing start to crash, I don't mean like computers. I mean, America is going to go, not just America, the world is going to go back to a blueprint. And you're probably saying, what's the blueprint? Well, if you live in Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and you can look out, like I can right now, I can just look out and see number land. That is going to be the real world. That's how it was back in the day. That's what it's going to go back to. Everything going to be rubble. That's it. Highways are going to crumble. Skyscrapers are going to fall. Tall buildings going. Matter of fact, in the script, according to scriptures, you're only supposed to build a building so high. Y'all know that, right? Because they used to try to do that back in the days of Yah. He would crash it. But the Most High has allowed so much to happen. Everything has to fall. That's why you see Dubai. I told y'all years ago, Dubai going to drown. You can't build a goddamn house on a sand castle. Stupid. So I don't care how beautiful Dubai is. I've said this for years. Dubai is going to sink. It's no way around it. Okay? Saudi Arabia, all of them. It's just a matter of time. It's just not judgment. It's common damn sense, right? There's places in China going to get the same thing because they build on sand castles. Okay. Like Florida. That's why Florida, I'm not picking on Florida. Florida has to sink. 80% of Florida is on, what do they call it? It's on not seaweed. What they call that shit? Swamp. 80% of Florida is swampland. It's got to fall. That's why they have so many floods. If you want to know why Florida has so many floods, bingo. It's impossible to build a fucking basement in Florida. It wouldn't last. It couldn't hold. You understand? That's why they had to build on top. As much money as Rick Ross has, he couldn't even, the engineers would not even try to build a basement. It wouldn't hold because everything is swamp. Brings me back to Florida, right? I said this yesterday, but I didn't finish, so let me finish. There's people in Florida thinking 3 jobs is the norm. The jobs market in Florida suck like donkey butt. Man, I was amazed how people were making $9 an hour. I was flabbergasted. Like, wait, nigga, what the hell? The rent in Florida constantly keep rising. The cost of living in Florida constantly keep rising. The food is just impossible. Man, you go to Publix, you can spend $100 and get 2 bags of grocery, and that ain't shit, but it's like little odds and ends. I kid you not. To make it in Florida, you got to really have a goddamn roommate. And that's the thing. It's like, it's so many roommates in Florida. Everybody got roommates. Like, I never heard of this type of shit. And I like I said, I can't speak for North Carolina, South Carolina, ATL. I didn't have time. I didn't go out there and spend time. But I don't know if this is a Southern thing because working, and it's like it's normal. 3 fucking jobs, brother. Man, come the fuck on. Niggas be complaining about spending like an average 1-bedroom, a decent 1-bedroom will cost you at least $1,500, man. Niggas be frowning like, man, that shit crazy. That's why a lot of them move to Tampa. They move to the hood, like $700, $800. Whew, but look what you living at. Brother, I kid you not. The job, you can have a skill. I'm telling you something that's real. You can have a damn skill. You can be skillful as hell. And you can go to Florida thinking they're going to match what you made in the Midwest or the West or the East Coast. I'm telling you, you're dreaming. If let's say a person was making $60,000 a year, okay, and you thinking you're going to go to Florida and match, the highest manager that works in Jacksonville, you know where they tap out? Jacksonville taps out at $45K with experience as a manager. Facts. That's experienced. How you gonna survive with 3-4 kids, man? The food, even the fast food. That's why niggas be eating at Taco Bell and Wendy's and shit. The gas is bananas, man. Come on, don't get me started on the gas, boy. See, this is what I tell you. I ain't talking about what a nigga told me. I like to go experience shit. You see, and I think I spent half my life doing that. I'm done with that now. I've done what I'm supposed to do, and now let the Most High guide me through another journey. But it's not that. But I had to go to Florida to find out everything about who we are and to find out, is Florida really tropical or is it talking bullshit? And it's beyond tropical. Flying goddamn cockroaches, them damn lizards. I think the alligators is cool as fuck. I like the alligators. I know y'all probably say, y'all crazy as fuck. I ain't think nothing wrong with alligators because it's so damn big, you see them coming. But the things like, I don't really have a problem with lizards. I think lizards is cool as fuck. I'm just a different dude. I never had a problem with lizards. I love squirrels and shit like that. I'm telling you, man, that's just the way I roll. But the thing that was killing me was the goddamn flying cockroaches. Oh, boy, this shit here. These sons of bitches about 2 inches long. Boy, these motherfuckers bigger than, what they call them, flying son bitches in the summer. Damn, I forgot what they call them. But they be flying in the summer. You know, Dragons. Dragonflies. These some bitches are bigger than dragonflies. Look, man, I ain't making this shit up. Wifey is in the, she's in there. She'll tell you, look here. Greens, beans, bananas, spring. No. Man, look, these sons of bitches come through your air conditioning. They'll creep in your house late at, boy, they good. See, they don't like it real hot. They like it cool. So you got that air on, they'll find a way to get in your house. Okay? And we was in a townhome. These sons of bitches will get in your kitchen. They will come in your bedroom. They come up your drain. They come through your, when you're taking a poop and you got the damn exhaust fan on, you can hear them fiddling, like trying to crawl. You're like, what the hell is, brother? I happened to look up and I saw whiskers. Say, nigga, this nigga trying to get free rent. So you know me, I sprayed the shit out of his ass. That's the last thing he remembered. Some bitch in the vent trying to get free rent, just sitting there chilling. I must have woke him up because he was combobulated, just big motherfucker. Man, this nigga. And then check this. This is how crazy the landlords are. The property managers, they so fucking dumb. You know, because what I did, I blocked the fucking thing off with a little cardboard box and told the property manager what happened. They so used to this shit. It's like, I don't mean this to all Florida people, but this one right here was a country Bama motherfucker. Man, this hoe come in. Yeah, why you have that cardboard up there blocking the vent? That's the airflow. I said, you realize I got a daughter. And the last thing I'm going to watch is a goddamn flying cockroach attack her. Well, you got to let the vent air come through. I understand that, but you'll get used to it. Huh? Check it. I let the hoe talk because, you know, motherfuckers like to talk. So she kept talking. I will give you a tip on how to keep the flying cockroaches out of your apartment. You want to just keep the drains down. You also want to get some towels and make sure your drain is covered. Do that throughout the house. This shit is normal. Like this bitch talking like we getting ready to eat a damn Jersey burger. Like it's normal. Like this bitch is crazy. And I'm like, why don't you just do a duct vacuum? Check it. These sons of bitches, they got, I'm giving y'all some jewels. There is no law in Florida that property managers and these huge, because throughout Florida, it's all kind of apartments. They do not have to duct vacuum their vents. Do you know what that means? Watch this. They do not have to duct vacuum. Do you know what duct vacuum does? A duct vacuum cleans out all the vents, takes all the moisture, all the debris, all the dust mites, and the possibility of mold. It does such a well job. Did you know there's no law in Florida that a property owner has to duct vacuum their apartment complex? And that's why when you go in these apartments and townhomes in Florida, you cough a lot, you itch, your child itch, okay? You're always sneezing because there's mold in them air vents and there's moles behind the wall. Guys, you have to man, look, they do anything they want in Florida. They don't have to have a front license plate. It's beyond. Listen, watch this. There is no tent regulation. There's no tent regulation. Niggas with $10 cars walking around in $1,000 tent. Motherfuckers in Florida, everybody got the limousine tent. God damn, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, I'm not making this shit up. I swear I've never seen so many goddamn roommates in my life. Everybody got a roommate. Niggas can't even pay $1,500 a month. And it's not because they don't want to pay their rent. Niggas are tapping out at $10 an hour. God, what? I'm not making this up, man. That's why them women be looking, them southern women, woo, I can't speak for all the states. But them southern women always looking for a man. There's some lonely bitches. I'm not, look, man, I got to call. Got to see. Boy, if I see one more woman built like a football player with some damn tights on, no draws, I swear I'm going to sue her. Oh, Lord, Howard. These bitches out here with some tight legged with no draw. This hoe trying to find her a man. Man, I ain't never, Lord, you got to shake your fucking head. Nigga, and you ain't even trying to talk to these gals, man. You just sitting there, you said something to me? You looking at me. Look, bitch, gone. Keep you some mace. Keep you some, boy. I have never seen, like, they willing to put up with anything. You can have a woman. It's okay. Just tell me the days that you can be with me, man. And you probably say they're horny. A lot of it's not sex. Women don't think like men. Now, some of them are horny, but they ain't thinking about that. They thinking about you helping them on the rent, bro. That's all they think. Shit, they don't care because you got another woman, bitch. Wednesdays is my day. Drop me some rent money. It's expensive. The gas down there, man, everywhere I think I was spending $385, $395. The gas, you would think in the South, shit would be a little bit more compromised. You know, as far as living. Man, I'm not making this shit up. Niggas can barely put gas in their car. Niggas be driving on a fourth of a tank like it's full. Niggas don't, boy, you know, motherfuckers used to like go up and down Florida, 20, well, I forgot the highway, 54. 54 is in Land O'Lakes, I believe. But people be going to Ocala because it's nice in Odessa. It's really nice out there. But, you know, you used to get in the car and drive. Niggas be saving their gas, man. Because it's think about you're paying for gas, you're paying a car note, you're paying insurance. That shit is expensive. And you would think Florida, because there's so much tourist attraction, that they could pay minimum wage $15. They don't pay that, man. Like in the restaurants, they making $9,000, $10,000 in a restaurant. I thought that was so bizarre. I don't even see how they afford to drive a car. You know, and they don't have time for nothing but work. Like they'll leave this job. Sometimes they'll do a 6-7 hour shift. Then they go do 4 hours over here. Then they do another 4 hours. And then sometimes they'll do Uber Eats before they go home. I'm going to tell you, the time in Florida goes so quick. If you don't get up at 7, you done missed the day. Because if you get up at 10 o'clock in Florida, oh shit, your day gone. Because time in Florida goes so fast. You could put 8 hours in 2 hours. That's how quick time. I get up with the birds. I've gotten up at 7 a.m. to start my day to check everything going on. And I'm telling you, man, it's just like a time capsule. I would just go to the bathroom. It's already 10 o'clock going, what the hell? Time in Florida, the South just flies. I came back to Colorado. Time just kind of take its. That's why I know we're in portals, man. I know damn well we're in portals because the time in Florida I think it's the South period that just flies by. When I came back out here to Colorado, time just kind of trickled. You can kind of see yourself. You know what I mean? So I think people in the South, they really have to have roommates, man. And it's like I said, it's not because they don't want to pay shit. It's that the pay suck. And just the thing, they give me, like when you go to the store and buy food, they giving you the same food, but it's smaller. You know, like, let's say for instance, Let's say you like to buy your children some organic cereal. The box has gotten shorter. And when you open it up, there is no more. The cereal is just about in the palm of your hand, but at a higher price. I'm not making this shit up, man. They're charging you more money and giving you less product. And when you go spend $150, you think that's a lot of groceries, bro. That's about 3 bags of groceries. And you ain't got a look. You may have one piece of meat in there and the rest some vegetables and shit, some fruit, couple of juices, 150. So niggas coming up with ideas, man. I think it's hard all over America. But being in the South for 3 years, I can tell you people really struggle. Just trying to do the basics because nothing changes. Like the pay don't go up, man. The food costs keep going up. The gas price keep going up. They just had a spike in utilities in Florida. Anybody that moves to Florida, anybody that's getting a new lease, your utilities went up. You're probably saying, why is that? Because they can't afford to pay the premium on all those insurance claims. Because they can't get it from the buyers, they'll get it from the citizens, and they'll charge you more on your utilities so that they can pay the premium on this insurance. And that's another thing. Insurance companies don't flock to Florida no more. They pulling out. So you can't get good insurance. Even if you put it on your car, you're probably paying 6-7 times more than anywhere else. Florida has a high rate of theft. They also have a high rate of accidents like ATL. So the insurance rate is crazy, even on an old car. And it makes it impossible for people to live a normal life. That's why they go get roommates. That's real talk. So, I mean, I'm just looking at this and all these fucking, but the humidity is unreal. But I was heard Phoenix is even hotter. The humidity is real, man. And I can deal with humidity, but man, I just never seen cockroaches like that. And like I say, if they're on the outside, I'm cool. People's like, what about alligator? Like I said, I ain't have a problem with alligator. Alligator, I can see. I don't have a problem. You know why I like alligators? Alligators are not dumb creatures, man, like people think they are. I want the alligators to come back and bite every motherfucker that has something to do with black folks being incarcerated or being oppressed. That's how I see it. I had no problem with the alligators at all. None at all. I didn't like the flying cockroaches. And because that's a nasty rodent. They can fuck with your kids. And that's why a lot of people in Florida are sick constantly. Because I'm going to say this and go to a commercial break. There is no law in Florida that property managers or corporations have to clean, do duct vacuum, meaning, clean the vents properly. There's no law. So when you move in these apartments and townhomes in Florida, you're probably dealing with dust mites, mold, all of this allergy alerts. And it's why your kids stay sick. A lot of people in Florida get sick quick. And that's because where you're living in a mold-infested apartment. That's just facts. Now, you can have it cleaned yourself. I recommend you doing it. If you have a nice place in Florida you like living, whether it be a house or where it be, townhomes, I recommend spend $500-$600. Put them Jordans down, put down that Louis, that Gucci. If you like that apartment, do it yourself. I'm telling you, it's a health hazard, and you're not going to be able to sue unless you get a class action lawsuit. They just won't clean the events, man, because they're not out here in Colorado. You can get them for that. See, like where my wife and I are at now, this is what we used to. What I mean by that, we can literally take the vent off of the any of our rooms, and it's squeaky clean. Now, I'm not going to bash all of Florida, because in Tampa, where were we? We're close to the airport. And I can tell you, they took pride in cleaning a little bit. Their vents was pretty clean. But it's it's like a hit and miss. You know what I'm talking about? They took care of their shit. But I'm talking like the newer apartments, they got their shit. I would suggest you move in something new. If you're moving something old because it's cheap or it's been around, it can have a nice landscape and it's in a nice area. The first thing you want to do, even if you're out here where I'm at, pull off one of those vents. If you see a lot of dust, ask them if they're willing to do air vent duct, like clean shit out. If they say they don't want to do that, don't take it, because I guarantee you there's mold in that house. Your health is more important. Ask yourself why your babies keep coughing every day for no reason. Why they keep itching? Because there's something behind those walls. I say this. There's a lot of times there's leaks in your ceilings, and that comes from an air conditioner. Like in Florida, the air conditioners work 24/7. Besides, these last couple of months was kind of cool. Well, what happens is that copper gets over frozen. It's not flowing correctly. So it sweats. And when it sweats, it leaves these puddles of water in the ceiling. Well, if that happened more than 3 months, you need to call someone to cut that drywall and replace it. Because what's going to happen if it goes beyond those months? It's a thing that once it dries, it's moist, it's going to develop what? Mold. There's a lot of mold in these apartments called the air conditionings, and they will not change it. And that's the reason why you coughing all the time. Your children are itching because you got mold living in these places and they don't give a damn. Let's take a quick break. Come back in a minute. Stay tuned. You're now tuned to Yash Radio.
After we passed every test and survived all the temptations, now after we stand through the fire of every trial and tribulation, we will be together, united as one. But this time, it won't be all of us, just 1/3. No need to drop a tear. There will be no sadness there where we will be going, standing united as one.
Yes, sir. Father Yahweh, come to us today. Everybody wants to be us, destroy us in every way. Divide and conquer, they can't stand to play. We are the trendsetters of DNA. Bell that cotton, pick that hay, do what I say. Don't get mad, scratch your ass in your teeth, cut your hair, do what I say. Wanna work here, do your 8 hours, do what I say. I pay the cost to be the boss, nigga. I'll fire you today. Gotta be stepped on, tired of being choked on, tired of being not able to breathe. Every time we get something, you wanna take it from us. You think you're gonna put our foot on the next nigga, please. We're ready, no longer running, god damn it, we're ready. You can tell your papa, you can tell your mama, every man, black, woman, and child, we're ready. The French don't like us, Asians don't like us, the Mexicans despise us, the Latinos and Cubans try to buy us, but yet they hate us, they wanna be like us.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10 says, I appeal to you, brothers, by the name of our Lord Yahweh ben Yahweh, that all of you agree, and that there will be no divisions among you, but that you will be united in the same mind, the same judgment. All praise to Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh ben Yahweh. Barakatah. Sounds so good. Don't you agree?
Tired of being stepped on, tired of being choked on, tired of being not able to breathe. Every time we get something, you wanna take it from us. You think you're gonna put our foot on the next nigga, please. We're ready, no longer running, god damn it, we're ready.
You can tell your papa, you can tell your mama. Every man, black, woman, and child, we're ready.
Day and night. You know who I got with me, right? Stop playing. Go! Said ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close with the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little daddy, do it right away. She said, ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close to the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little mama, do it right away. I bust a right at the light, I had to right away. I watch the righteous let them heathens take their light away. I watch them goons walk around like they run this place. To the Lord, move that candlestick up out his place. You did that all in his name, but he don't know your face. Now you see why I holler at him night and day. It's not about the time you set aside at night to pray. It's how you move, is what you do, is what you speak and say. If you walking with the most, you gotta be a soldier. Chin high, let the head stay above the shoulder. And when you come around, I guarantee they see the light. Spotlight, floodlight, headlight, sunlight, glow. Said ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close with the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little daddy, do it right away. She said, ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close to the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little mama, do it right away.
Do it right away. What you waiting on? If they ain't on what you want, just leave them alone. The green light is flashing. Do the damn thing. Don't let nobody stop you. I see you on to something. Keep it going. Just keep the water flowing. You don't need no friend. Yeah, it's all you need. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. I just want the best for you. I wanna see it glow, but it's up to you to step up to the plate and show them the real you. I know they gon' hate you, but fuck them.
He said, ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close with the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little daddy, do it right away. She said, ghost, how often should I praise ya? I wanna be close to the Savior. Day and night, that's night and day. Don't wait, little mama, do it right away.
You're now tuned out to Yash Radio Worldwide.
Crazy eating cake, but I miss you so much. I'm glad to see you smile. Every time I thought about putting a ring on, I get cold feet. Yeah, man, I would run for a little while, but Cause I wasn't ready. I wasn't that type of dude. I was just wanted to soak my oaks. I'm a little older now. Being alone ain't cool. What you say about that?
I don't even wanna go out tomorrow if you won't be there for the ride. Cause it's been so many days I've been missing you. Too many days on my own. And I don't want anyone else but you. No, I would rather just stay alone.
I feel the same way, boo. Sometimes the things that we do, I had to cut a lot of friends off. You ain't saw me in a while, but you know I don't do those things I used to. Yeah, you know, used to hang out, get a little buzz, a little drinky drink. Nah, I don't do that stuff no more. But to be honest with you, since I met you, everything been changed for the better. Spirituality, mind, body, and soul. The Savior, Yahweh be Yahweh, taking control. I'm not a stray no more. I'm not a lost sheep. I thank you so much.
I don't even wanna go out tomorrow if you won't be there for the ride. Cause it's been so many days I've been missing you. Too many days on my own. And I don't want anyone else but you. No, I would rather just stay alone.
Back home, haven't seen it since 93. A few things changed, the way I live, including me. A few old faces, up to no good, but she knows them all at the back of her hand. Damn, they from the hood. Born Mona, streets call her Dirty Lisa. Born Mona, streets call her Dirty Lisa. Good girl, gone bad. Yeah, good girl, gone bad. She was church raised, always giving praise, no matter what type of day. Loving her mommy, her daddy, her auntie. But there's one she must revenge. Pastor molested her over and over again. Because of his status, no one believes her. Living with no friends and all of the sins. She comes up with a plan. She keep a knife hidden in her hand. Pastor believe bygones is bygones. Mona never forgot.
Stab the man his heart. He panics to breathe. Mona, say please. It's taken 20 years for her to avenge. She walks over his body and says, I can live again. Born Mona. Streets call her Dirty Lisa. Born Mona. Streets call her Dirty Lisa. Good girl, gone bad. Yeah. Good girl, gone bad.
Born Mona Lisa. Born Mona Lisa. Lisa.
You're now tuned to Yash Radio Worldwide.
Who are we? Who are you? Do we know who we are? Supposed to be according to history. Are we blind? Can we see? Do we love? Do we know the Creator? We know the Creator. It's not Jesus. No one looks like us. Everybody wants to steal, wants to call us Jack and Jill. Oh, who are we? Can we testify in the eyes of the Lord by and by? Oh, who are we? Can we trust? Can we love? Come to be? Who are we? Can we see? Who are we? Can we be? Can we trust? Can we love? One love, one of the Lord, of the Yah. Who are we? Help us. Help us. We're so blind, we're stiff-necked, we haven't learned a thing yet. Father, we have not learned. We still want something for nothing. Stay on your journey so Yahweh can be a miss to you and yours and he and she and we. But instead, you wanna gossip, you wanna tell the enemy, you wanna tell the people who hate you, you wanna pray with those who don't like you. Christianity is the worst thing that happened to thee, you see. But that's what you like, that's what you clap to, that's what you dance to. All you're doing is all you're doing is lying. But then you smile and pastor say this, pastor say that. You don't know who you are, as a matter of fact. Can we trust? Who we love? Come to be? Who are we? Can we see? Who are we? Can we be? Can we trust? Can we love? One love. Of the Lord, of the Yah, who are we? Help us, help us. We're so blind, we're stiff-necked, we haven't learned a thing yet. Father, I know it's mind-blowing when you come to think about who you're supposed to be. They called you Afro, they called you Negro, they called you color just to be. Confusion, use your real thing, because it has no history. The Most High told us from beginning to end, he would let us free. Testify truly who we be. Black Indian, Black Indian, Black Indian. Say Say it loud, be proud, know who you are, so you can go far. See, this journey doesn't have a stop, it just has a pause. Can I say it again? Pause. Can I say it one more? Pause. We don't know, we're still learning. Can we grow? We're still yearning. I asked Father, take me down this road, but when I get to something I don't know, let it be. Ease it on, cause I'm still learning and I'm yearning. I throw my hands to the east and I'll say, Heavenly Father, can we trust? Who we love? Want to be? Who are we? Can we see? Who are we? Can we be? Can we trust? Can we love? One love from the Lord of the Yah. Who are we? Help us. Help us. We're so blind, we're stiff-necked, we haven't learned a thing yet. Father,
yes, sir. Here we are, getting through this day. Yeah, man. Yeah, just to put a little bit of emphasis on some of that. There was a time when I really wanted to do a recording label, but understanding this digital world like I do, I rather be behind the scenes because, man, you have to do so much babysitting, you know, and there's a way. I tell people all the time, you don't even have to leave the state you're in to make an 8-figure income. It's just that Hollywood got our people so brainwashed that you need them to make it, and you don't. You don't need Spotify either. Because Spotify is not paying people what they, man, shit. Niggas are getting 30 million streams, walking away with, what, $6,000? Oh, come on, guys. So basically, they got everything hook, line, and sink, and we still falling for the hokey doke. Let's get it. We assume if we get our music streamed, you know, that's why I took a lot. If you notice, if you go looking for my old shit, I took it down because Spotify makes revenue off of me. I don't know if y'all understand how the game is played, man. They don't lose, brother. Hollywood now don't do recording labels. They do popularity labels. How many followers you have? How popular are you on Instagram, TikTok? That's the recording label. That's why you see these guys on Instagram don't have an ounce of talent, but they have a lot of followers, and they give them a major deal. It's banana bullshit, bruh. You know what I mean? But you don't need those guys to pop and lock. You just need to start streaming. I found that out a few years ago. I just been too busy to take my shit down. But what I have up right now is through Song Trader. And yeah, even though Song Trader give me 100% of my royalties, I like that. But Song Trader is a good entity for distribution. Okay, it's nothing wrong with it. So I don't mess with them. They don't charge me hardly nothing a year just to do that for them. I mean, they charge me so cheap. I swear, it's pennies on the dollar that they'll distribute anything I want to do. But I like even a little bit better. If you understand how this game is played. But make a long story short, man, if that's people who are into the music. Music alone is not going to pay the bills. Touring going to pay the bill. So if you have a nice song and you get it like in one circle, don't worry about touring overseas unless you can get it overseas. You need to make a connection in London, England, Paris. Then you go overseas without having Ticketmaster be behind your ass. It's not hard to do, guys. It takes a lot of legwork. But obviously concentrate in America and just concentrate on one state. Everybody want to blow up. That's the problem. Everybody want to go to, look, you don't need 50 states to be a millionaire. You can get one state on lock and that'll feed your family for years. That's how you have to think. And also you need to understand, don't worry about hiring all these big time Hollywood producers to do a video. If you understand tech, you can AI video now. You can literally do your video with AI. It cuts out everybody. How powerful is AI? Talk to Tyler Perry. He stopped an $800 million product that was getting ready to be built to extend to his studio. He found out that AI getting ready to push his ass to the side. So what that means is, no, he's not going to be out of work, but you don't need big fucking studios to make videos no more, man. That's why y'all think I spend so much money on Tech World. Because I'm ready. I was talking about digital, guys, 7-8 years ago. Niggas thought I was crazy. So that's why when you see the little 15-second videos like on Instagram, that was all AI. But you got to know how to put that shit. It's not hard, guys. You just got to understand some factual things. See what I'm talking about? But you can literally go out and do a lot of shots. You don't have to be acting. You could just do a few movements, a few steals, and do a 3-minute video and program it through AI. Man, that shit is clean. And everybody's video will not be the same. That's how smart this thing is. So what it does is pushes, hold on, I got to sneeze. Hold on. I hate sneezing on the mic, but anyway, it pushes the photographer out of work. It's not a bad thing. The photographers just got to get more creative. It pushes the videographers who make money in doing videos out of work, but they just got to get more creative. It doesn't make sense to go spend $500-$700 on a camera. Why? Your iPhone can do it, baby. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like some people telling y'all to go buy these expensive cameras to get the great shot. Fuck a great shot. If you got your up-to-date iPhone or Android, you are in the game. And all you need is AI. So people be just talking out their ass, man. Make sure you get a good camera and get a tripod. Why? Why? Okay, why? I'm still asking why. Well, you want that shot, nigga, please. That's why I'd be like laughing, like, they don't know. You know what I mean? Just knowing a little tech take you a long way. Like, for instance, there's some studios that I wouldn't even go in. I don't care if they're free. Like, I hate old school videos. Old school studios. I've spent so much time in old school studios to where it makes me irk. And what I mean by that, they have those big ass gigantic speakers, all of this damn EQ shit that's totally unnecessary. It's about 4 or 5 damn mixing boards. Why? I'm looking at this shit like, I know I can't get the sound I want from you because you still stuck in the analog world. Now, if you want, and people say, well, I like that sound. Well, you can still switch digital to analog and get that sound. You just don't know what you're doing. You understand? So when I do working with music, everything is digital. Like I ask people, there's nothing wrong with switchboards. And I might do that one day, like a studio board. But as of right now, I like my board being on my monitor. So what's the difference between a digital monitor being operated with a mouse, with a click of a mouse, and a digital board? Well, you just answered your own question. Instead of dealing with Logic, digital board, you're dealing with a digital board that's hands on, which I think is ludicrous. I don't understand it. I'm going to buy a digital board that I work with my hands instead of working with the mouse. You understand? So that's why I don't have all that shit. Like I'm just blown away. And some people are like, where's all the studio stuff? I point to my Mac Studio because I have a Mac Studio computer. It's all right there. What? Yeah. So what's the point, bro, of having all them digital boards and EQs and shit? Man, you just need to know one thing: plugins. That's all you gotta know. And you gotta spend time in understanding how plugins work, man. This shit is master. Shit is clean, man. Clean. That's all I'm saying. Let's think about it. Yes, sir. What? Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's nothing, brother A&H. Ain't nothing wrong with being, look, this is just a preference. And I understand exactly what you're saying. I was a part of that, the physical studio. I've been doing it for years, man. And the reason I got burnt out is just the equipment is so faulty. There's always something going wrong. And then the thing I didn't like a lot of equipment, like old school equipment, is fuses. Some of them take fuses. And some of that shit you can't find fuses for. And then I remember what I used to do with the Ampex, the 456. Okay. I used to do a lot of tape. I had so many masters. I literally burnt all my masters because I had them on, I digitized them and put them on a backup external. So I didn't really need the 4.5 Ampex. And like I said, if you want to, that shit's so cheap right now. Dirt. I mean, if you want to build a studio like Analog, and be my guest, but the equipment that you have to buy and to get it, And like I said, I'm not speaking from no one but myself. I know what the studio life is like. I'm seeing man, they used to have shit look like a damn Frankenstein. EQs all up the wall. I was like, what the fuck is all that? I never understood that. The thing that engineers didn't like, they would blow fuses all the time. And some of them still want to keep that physicality. So instead of going straight digital, they get a digital board, make them feel like they still analog, but the board is digital so they can be hands-on with the console. And that's cool because you can do that too. You can do all that shit. But I just said, I didn't want to deal with that no more. Because I didn't like, and then some of them boards, they're real sophisticated, but they still take fuses. And that's why I can't do it. That's just me though. Yeah. Yeah. You know, if a person just jumping into this and they're not open-minded, I see that. I can see that being there. But shit, I've been in them studios. And that's why I knew that I was not going to run a studio like that. I knew I wanted everything compact and digital because it worked for me. So this is the thing. That was a place in East St. Louis called Shalimar Studios back in the day, right? So it was a nice studio, right? But I was too ahead of the game because we're talking 87, 88, right? There's a product came out called Tiger Cub. Go do your homework. Tiger Cub and Cakewalk. Cubase been out since probably the late 80s. Cubase was out too. Probably late 89, 90, somewhere in there. But Tiger Cub was the first musical software. When I brought this to Shalimar, there were headlights. They don't do that. And I was dealing with a Commodore computer, which is nothing but a Mac. And I was like, shit, I can't get these tracks onto a 456 Ampex. Just like there's no way to be done. It was a way to be done. They didn't know how to hook it up. And I didn't understand the analog shit. So I had to redo everything in analog. And I was like, this shit got to change. So as the 90 turned to 91, 92, Cakewalk came out and Cubase. So people was like, what's this new musical software? So people started getting in tune, but everybody was going to Pro Tools. Everybody was doing Pro Tools, you know. And then at that time, Mac was not competitive. Mac came out with GarageBand, and I think they came out with Logic Express. Then Mac went from Logic Express to to Logic Studio. I'm telling you, that's the levels it went. But when they hit Logic Pro, they won. They won TikTok. Seriously. You know, I think the number one contender the hip hoppers like is Cubase. And you got some others out there, but Cubase is talked about every time I hear somebody talk. Hey, Yash, do you use Cubase? Do you use Cubase? I was like, nah. I didn't like Cubase, not because it's not a good software. It didn't work for me. And Pro Tools was cool, but I just thought I had so much experience with the Mac, because really a Macintosh is nothing but it's a term for it. Because Linux is nothing but a Linux. If you don't understand that, look that shit up. All right, Mac runs off Linux tools. Get it? So when I understood Linux, because I've been dealing with Commodore since 87, 88, which is nothing but a Macintosh computer. But when I understood Linux and the protocol of, I couldn't change it because Windows just didn't give me that. Logic got it on lock, man. The technology is just bananas. So I was already in tune to Linux. I've been trained since 89. So there's no way I could, when I did Pro Tools, it was boring to me. I just couldn't get into none of the PC software. But I met a lot of good people, taught me a lot. I used to watch these engineers do their work, and there's a lot of things they were doing I just disagreed with. Like when they edit with the 456 MPEX, they didn't know how to, they editing suck. I was like, why don't you just take the razor and cut it and tape it? It's like, we don't edit like that. They just wasn't open to shit, because the best edit for 456 MPEX is to knowing how to blend with slicing of the tape. And they don't know how to do that. That's an old trick from Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, right? That's the first person I learned it from. All right. They do editing from the 456 MPEX with razors. But then when they found out this so-called music, they stopped too. They was tired of analog. They had all their music on 4 tracks, and they revised all their music and put it in external drives, and they just redid it digitally. Perfect, man. It's beautiful. You understand? What time is it? Oh, shit. Where am I? Yeah, man. That's why I like doing shows like this. It started off with digital funds. Because whether people want to accept it or not, we're here, man. We're here. I'll never not know how to operate in an analog world. I'm 56 years old, man. All my life, that's all I knew was analog. You got to understand my point. So that's why I'm a little bit older. So when you talk about analog, that's all I've done. I've been on digital for 10 years. So I'm telling you, there will be a whole world that people are not ready for. Now, I will tell you this, that whole Apple shit that you put on your eyes, stay away from that shit. That's something you want to do as a hobby, but it's going to fuck up your retina. It's going to make you blind. Apple didn't think that out. I think that's a thing you do at home and then pull that shit off. Niggas are walking around town with that shit on their face, and it's almost causing blindness. So you got to know your limits. You understand? Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. So I like talking that music, man. I like that. Yeah. It's just that all y'all need to do is spend a little money. I mean, y'all can be, but you gotta learn this shit though. It don't make sense to go get a bunch of shit and you don't know how to work it. I have to master my shit. That's why everything, like when I did Tiger Cub, I mastered it. I would not just skip software and go get hardware just because it's popular. Learn that shit, man. Because if you don't master it, you're not going to get good customers. People want the best, sometimes for less, but I find out people will pay more if you know your shit. That's just facts. If you know your shit, people will invest, you know. I also would say if you got a studio, whatever size it is, refrain from inviting a lot of people over. Everybody don't need to know what you work with. That's what's going to separate you from the team. Like if somebody want to hire you to do a master mix down in a production, like they want you to produce something for them. So you let somebody come peep what you do, they're just going to duplicate your shit. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. People want to know what you're working with, but don't never show. I don't care if you're producing a song for someone. Never show the person everything you're working with. Timbaland didn't do it. He let you hear the songs. You know, he may create something real quick, you know, but Timbaland didn't share all his ideas, how he come up with his shit. He shouldn't. Now, if you're in the studio, you don't hire him with, you know, he cut, but there's a lot of things Timbaland ain't showing you. He shouldn't. You don't share all your shit, man. There's ways to master a mixdown without spending 3-4 weeks on a mixdown. But I usually take 2 days because what I do, I'll do a mixdown for hours. Then you don't never go with that mixdown because your ear has been so congested. You need to let it filter out, go to sleep, eat a meal, wake up the next day fresh. Re-listen. You're going to hear a lot of shit you miss. And even then, you're going to walk away. By that 3rd, 4th day, that shit should be ice. It should be nothing but like butter, you know? I used to do that shit. See, I'm speaking from experience. Like, niggas come in and scope what you doing, and if you spend too much time showing what you do, boy, they mimic that shit like a motherfucker. They ain't gonna come to you no more. You know, so never show everything you do. You know, however you do your master mix down, you don't be sharing all that shit, man. That's why if you listen, like if you go back to my old shit, you probably can't find it, but if you're able to go back to my old shit, you hear it sound more analog. You're probably saying, why is that? Because I told you I can go from digital to analog. My master mixes was okay, but I took it straight from analog to digital. That's why you hear it ain't like with butter. It's not butter. You understand? But if you go listen to the Black Indian album, that's butter. Why? Because it's 100% digital. A lot of the old songs came from external drives. You get what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, man. Goddamn, what nigga got 1,000? 1,000? I can't make all that damn music. And I just upgraded some more samples. 65, 70,000 samples. Still sitting on 1,000 songs. There's no fucking way I could make all that shit. I got shit just sit like I can grab a beat out the air, boom, and put this on it and it's ready. It's just like that. Yeah, that's just how quick it is. And then it shouldn't, like, I tell people, you don't have to be a musician. I'm a musician. But here's the thing. They got so many samples that if y'all guys had just a little bit of engineering skills, you could create masterpieces. But you got to know how to chop it. What I mean by that, let's say it's a beat going. Okay, that's nice, right? Chop that shit. Because anybody can download that MP3 file and sound just like you. Chop it. Instead of going boom, 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 chop it, make it go boom, 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 boom. Take out the snare and make it go boom, 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 boom. Now add something else to it and then add 2 more tracks. That shit gonna be butter. That's how that shit done. So if you just go mix down some shit like all this royalty free shit they selling, and you just take it face value, you're gonna sound just like the next nigga. You gotta do something different with it. If you don't know how to play bass, go get some bass tracks. Make the shit sound, make it be different, man. Because I've taken some of them tracks, I'm like, I like that. but I'll throw a bass line on it. I mean, what time is it? Right? I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. My studio is in the making. I have a lot of shit coming in, but let's watch this. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. This right here is a sample, right? I took this and twisted it. Watch this. Listen to this. This is Backstabbers. You hear I first come on like a little child's toy? That's about 4 seconds or something. So all I did is looped it and then went got a sound effect going, this is sign, and repeated it. Watch. So it's repeating. So then I go find a beat. I got brand new MP3 studios, man, that I don't even use. Because the samples that they gave me is more powerful than MP3. Well, MP4, right? MP4 Studio. If I'm saying it right. So forgive me if I sound stupid. But watch this. Drop that.
I try not to bite the hand.
See that? So the whole little baby rattler, that's a baby rattler. And it's going over and over. That's the little shit, man. Like, put all that shit together. Right? All right. Let me show y'all something else. I got a little time. Show y'all a little something else. Like Snakes in the House. That's one note. Doom, 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 doom. Watch. Listen. That's a guitar in the back. Doom, 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 doom. And then that's a 808 going boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? Put those two together. Know how to stretch them out. Put some music on it. Put some stank on it. That shit gonna be crazy. Watch this. This is how I roll. Watch. Listen to the guitar. Ding, 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 ding.
What do you do?
They want to interview me today.
You hear that?
Ooh.
The press.
Drop.
Alarm clock ring.
See that boom, boom, boom. That's an 808. Boom. But put that shit together, man. That shit's gonna be killer. You see what I'm talking about? Hold tight. Hold tight, say. Hold on, let me give it to somebody at A&A. Say what? What are your thoughts on people using AI writing songs and making me? I think that shit's crazy. Here's the thing, though, brother A&H. You know how to make shit. I know how to make shit. If a nigga using AI, first and foremost, produce. This is how some songwriters are thinking. I don't need a producer no more. I'm gonna let AI do it. It's not the same. It's not the same. And see, here's the kicker. When this is happening, it has to be beats that you already have on your system. Now, if AI can take your beats and help you out, have at it. If AI go get a beat that you don't have control over, now you're dealing with copyright infringements. The biggest reason why they have a problem with AI, how do you copyright it? You can't. That's why you got to be careful in doing shit like that. Hold tight. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. It's a certain way people make music that it sounds like. I totally agree with that. Even brother A&H, even if people do samples, I tell people this all the time. Everybody don't have the same octave and ear. We can have the same samples, the same instruments, and say, go create something. We are going to hear those beats differently. You may go higher on EQ. I may not even touch the EQ, but I might want some images or dramatize. I want that beat to drag. You may not hear it that way. So there's a certain ear octave that every man and woman has that we're going to have our music at a certain octave and a certain realm that they're going to know is from you. It's just the way it's produced. And if you having a computer to do that for you, that shit gonna be all over the place. That's why it's good to have understanding of how to engineer music, how to produce music, because AI is going to only mimic. It's going to take something from somewhere else and try to make it something that you like. And to me, that's corny. Now, AI video, okay, have at it. That's like trying to get AI to cook for you. I see people think AI going to cook for me. Okay, go for it. AI going to make me a recipe. Now you really out there. I just think some people are going not having an understanding that too much of everything can hurt. You have to know your limits. You know what I mean? You have to understand, okay, I like this, but I also like having control over certain things I do. Even though I'm dealing with digital, nothing makes my music, right? You know, I still like going here creating and putting trap beats and mixing down. I think that shit is boss. You know, that's where we at. Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man, because it's a beautiful thing. I think I'll do one more show tomorrow, and I'll be seeing again in April. The Passover is definitely coming up. Oh, shit, I forgot the date, but I should have it tomorrow. If y'all can remind me. Passover coming over next month. And you're back in Colorado. As a matter of fact, I was in St. Louis not too long ago, man. I was in St. Louis, going to Illinois. Yeah. The only thing I hate about St. Louis, that damn Lambert Airport suck, man. I know they got a bill that they just passed. They're supposed to redo it. Shit, that's a 5-year job, though. It's going to be hiring a lot of people, though. That's a lot of work. But St. Louis Airport suck. But yeah, I've been in St. Louis half of my life. St. Louis, East St., I passed through, had to go see some family, and I don't miss it. I'm being straight, man. You know, sometimes you ain't been back in a while. He's like, let me turn some of these corners. Shit still look the same, man. Especially Charlie Park. Oof. Everything looks the same. Everything looked the fucking same, man. I was like, I like it. Yeah. And, you know, so went to East St., went out there in Shiloh and shit. It's cool. You know, I see more restaurants than anything, you know. I like the little bridge they made, the new bridge. That bridge is cool. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, man, I can't. You know what I mean? It's good to go back and what's up, what it do. But to come back to live, fuck no, man. I'm going to tell you something. As long as my wife and I have been gone, every time we come back, people still elevating on the same level. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like they're not vibrating. It's like they still at that same level. I'm like, ooh, I can't do it. You ever had to talk to some people? Like you had to step back just to get into the conversation? That's draining. No, I had to keep elevating. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. My time is done. I'll be back tomorrow. Most High see fit. All right. And like I told y'all, I'm working on a film called, it's going to be it's just really a talking about liens. Y'all need to know this because some of y'all come into wealth. Some of y'all getting properties. Y'all need to know about liens. I'm going to showcase that by the end of the week on Roku Fire Stick. So you have a perfect understanding why your SPC is different from a corporate SPC. Stay tuned. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.
Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken. Never promise me shit. I'ma think that you joking. Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken. better than you was before. I was on your IG about a month ago. I ain't like no pics or follow ya. I was only tryna creep, not bother ya. See your life on track, no, I'm proud of ya. Got a baby and another on the way. No, your daughter look just like you in the face. See, that baby should be mine. That there's not the case. I just really wanna know, was the pops around? Did you just have kids, never settled down? You supposed to be engaged, not sure. Another baby on the way, was supposed to be more. Are you waiting on me? We can run it back, or that's the past. Did I take it too far? Made a promise, that was way back then. We was on a different vibe, we was way past friends. Talk about love at a young age. Grown folks call it puppy. Look me dead in my eyes and promise me that you love me. You made me promise you to be the father of your children. No ifs, ands, or buts. I was able and was willing. Life went on like it's supposed to do, but you was supposed to be in it. Things went left, took a different road. I guess it wasn't intended. You asked me about marriage, but left the convo open, but never promised me nothing. Cause promises get broken. Never promise me shit. I'ma think that you joking. Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken. Never promise me shit. I'ma think that you joking. Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken. Now you know I got a game today. You know I got a game today. You haven't been the one. It would really mean a lot if you would come and see me play. I'ma start tonight, and this one's for the conference. Gonna be a couple of scouts from a college. Are you gonna show up? Be honest. Cause last time you told me you promised, but mommy always records them. And I know your job is important, but don't be making that promise if you're not gonna try to live for them. I got a game to win, and I'm gonna win. And I need my pops in those bleachers. Been countless times when you was around, but this here's the time when I need you. 8:30's when the game starts, and I'm feeling real good this time around. I'ma go and tell moms to save a seat. If you really show up, I won't let you down. Okay, I gotta go. I'ma see you there. I needed this excitement. No moms is gonna be too. Once I let her know you're invited. Game time, now I'm on the court. No sign of pop, this ain't that of course. Can't trust another word from that nigga's mouth. Too good to beat you, had a couple doubts. He told me he would show up. We left the convo open, but never promised me nothing. Cause promises get broken. Never promised me shit. I'ma think that you joking. Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken. Never promise me shit. I'ma think that you joking. Misinterpret your words. What you say is outspoken. Live by it and stand by it. I say it's true cause I know it. You can promise, I never promise. Cause promises get broken.